best better turn around, and don't come back. Don't come back. What? Don't come back. It's a new boy.
All right, I want to start off by giving all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone for teaching us this truth. And I want to say shalom to the brothers and sisters that are in this truth. Shalom.
Shalom.
All right, man, we back with another lesson. And this one's going to be titled, Prepare Slaughter for Their Children. All right? Prepare slaughter for their children. And you saw that video, I believe was in the 70s, okay, where this Judite family, moved into an all-white neighborhood in Rosedale, Queens, okay, and you heard, the profanity and the bullshit, right? They were screaming out, right, the bywords, niggas, okay, niggas go to hell, all right, white power. Okay, you see, this is who these devils are. All right, they done stole a whole nation, right, from another continent, bring them over here to then exclude them from everywhere. All right, like some animals, right? Just like they stole this land, right, and tell the Mexicans they can't be in here. They put the Gadites and reservations. And this is a clip from a documentary, I believe, and they had Gad in there also being ran out from Canada and other neighborhoods that they were living in. Okay, you see, and this is the devil that we've been dealing with. All right, that's why it's shameful to see, right, most of you coons defending these people. All right, the white man could be saved. The white man is okay. You guys have hate. Well, where the hell did we get that hate from? Like, we just conjured up some hate. Like, we're the ones that went to another continent and stole the group of people, enslaved them, and treated them like that, and redlined them, and take them, run them out of neighborhoods, right? Like they're some damn animals, right? Like they some raccoons going through your garbage, right? You see? And that's why we can't wait till the Lord come back and deal with you damn niggas as well. Right? With that coon mindset. You rather see us at the bottom, all right, and defend your damn oppressor. Okay? And that goes for you Latinos as well. All right? Motherfuckers is being persecuted and you still out here defending the so-called white man with your fucking Christian doctrine and your Catholic bullshit that they indoctrinated you in. Okay? Talk about God love everybody. All right? Over here bending over backwards when they don't love you. Where's your love? Right? Where's your equal rights? Okay? They got you so-called black people as 3/5 of a man. When we know Esau is the real 3/5 of a man. Lacking melanin. Got no soul. Okay? His spirit is not upright in him. As the book of Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 4 says, man. All right? This is what we're dealing with, the damn devil. Okay? And you people bend over backwards for this damn cave dweller. All right? You can see it in their face. Okay? A bunch of Neanderthals. Right? But it's okay. Because this was supposed to happen. Because the Lord's going to be justified on the payback. All right? They're going to get it worse than us. All right? They're going to get it worse than us. And that's scriptural. Okay? So we're going to get a few scriptures, all right, to cover this, right? And show you that the white man is going to be, there's going to be a sad case out here for these people, man. And you so-called blacks and Latinos and Native Americans that how you call that, fended for these people are going to get it too. All right? Isaiah chapter 13, what does it say? All right? All those that are found with them, right, shall be thrust through. So you're going to get dealt with as well. Okay? And you should be ashamed of yourself. After all this shit these people did to our ancestors, okay? Our great-grandparents, all right? And they still doing it to us and our children today. okay? But the white man is okay, right? So let's start off, right, with the book of Lamentation, chapter 4 and verse 21.
There's a book of Lamentations, chapter 4 and verse 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom.
Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom. Okay? Hey, be happy. You're in your kingdom. You seen them. White power, right? Running around laughing, right? American flag, right? With the Hulk Hogan theme in their head, right? Everything's all good, okay? But your rulership is only for a season, okay? So enjoy it. Be happy. Go do all the drugs you want to do, okay? Be the devils you want to do, okay? Go shed all the blood you want to shed. Grease up your guns, man, okay? Stack up your bullets, okay? Go exhaust your blessing, that sword, all right? Rejoice, because this ain't going to last forever, all right?
That dwelleth in the land of Uz.
That dwelleth in the land of Uz, all right? Go ahead.
The cup also shall pass through unto thee.
The cup also shall pass unto thee, okay? Just like it passed to us, it's going to pass on to you, okay? Remember that. The Lord brought hell to us, and you think us being his chosen people, us being the apple of his eye, you think you're just going to get away with all the filth you have brought to humanity from day one? Okay, no. The cup is also going to pass through thee, man. Go ahead.
Thou shalt be drunken, and shalt make thyself naked.
You see, you're going to be drunken, man, okay? You're going to be drunken off your own blood, man. You're going to be drunken from the violence that the Lord is going to bring upon you, man. The shame, right? You're being uncovered right now. Everybody's seeing you for what you are, man. This word is exposing you, okay? Naked, man, meaning you're not going to be able to cover yourself, right? With that fucked up 3-piece suit, right? And that toupee, all right? Behind a Congress desk, okay? Behind the camera with your makeup on, all right? Behind the identity of the white man, all right? The good guy, right? Somebody else creates the chaos and you bring in the order. No, we know it's you, nigga, okay? You've been exposed, okay? But you're going to be drunken, right, with the bloodshed that the Lord is bringing upon you and the hell that the Lord's going to bring upon you even after that with 1,000 years of slavery, okay? We're going to put our foot in your ass. Go ahead.
The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion.
You see that? Our punishment, right, of thine iniquity is accomplished, right? We return to the Lord. We're crying out unto the Lord, okay? Right? And this is almost at an end, all right? What you saw there in the 70s, okay, where they were proud running out, this is almost to an end, man. Now the tables are gonna be reversed. Go ahead.
He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins.
You see that? You gonna be carried away into captivity, man. Revelation chapter 13 verse 10, right? He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Okay, the tables are reversing right now, man. Now the curses are gonna be put on you. Okay. Matter of fact, let's get that real quick. Let's go to the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 30 and verse 7.
There's a book of Deuteronomy, chapter 30 and verse 7. And the Lord, thy power, will put all these curses upon thine enemies.
You see that? He's going to put these curses upon thine enemies. Everything we went through, you're going to get double, though. Okay?
And on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee.
You see that? And all those kids and parents, right? They showed hate. They were showing hate. You seen them little kids that were like 12 years old. Whoever's alive out of that group that was doing all that in the 70s, okay, think about it. That was 55 years ago. They're probably in their 70s, 60s right now, okay? All right? Hey, the Lord might keep them alive, or the Lord's probably putting hell on them right now. Cancer, okay? Their kids is dope fiends, right? Pill heads, right? School shooters, okay? But these curses are being put on our enemy now, all right? And it's going to come to a full effect soon, right? Because now the Lord is reversing the tables, man, okay? It ain't cool when the shotgun is in the hand of the rabbit, right? Now you've become the hunted, okay? Thus says the Lord, All right? And we're waiting patiently. We're waiting patiently for the Lord to give the green light. All right? We're waiting for that day of vengeance when the Lord comes back to whoop your ass. All right? When the Lord give us spiritual powers. All right? To bring you down, man. Ezekiel 25 and 14. Okay? Matter of fact, let's get that real quick. All right? Let's go to the book of Ezekiel, chapter 25. Matter of fact, we're going to start at verse 13.
There's a book of Ezekiel, chapter 25 and verse 13. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh, I will also stretch out mine hand upon Edom.
That hand is Yahweh Shai. Okay? That's Yahweh Shai. And Yahweh Shai is coming back to seek vengeance upon you so-called white people. Okay?
And will cut off man and beast from it. And I will make it desolate from Teman, and they of Dedan shall fall by the sword.
Shall fall by the sword. Okay? And that sword that's coming, okay, is going to be that nuclear thermal missile, right? Those missiles that are coming, okay? And Yahweh Shai in the chariots, man. Okay? Understand that. All right? Go ahead.
Therefore, thus saith the Lord.
No, yeah, 14.
And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel, and they shall do in Edom according to mine anger, and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord Yahweh.
You see that? So the Lord is going to lay vengeance upon Edom by the hand of his people. Okay? So the Lord's going to give us authority as well. All right? To put our foot in your ass, man. All right? And he said according to his anger. All right? Understand, man, and you know by with the Lord's wrath, with the historic accounts in the Bible. All right? His anger and his fury is not good. Okay? It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. Okay? And falling into the hands of the living power is going to be on that day as well that he gives you over to us. All right? To exact that vengeance. All right? For everything you've done. Okay? What you saw with those two little girls, that's nothing. All right? They used to have Jake and Zeus. All right? They had Jake. They were making shoes out of Jake. Okay? Pillows out of Jake's hair. Okay? Dashing the Gadite kids in the stones, burning Gad at the stake for not believing in Christianity. Okay, the list goes on and on, man. Sicking dogs. All right? All right? Just nasty things, man. They did things that I don't want to talk about. Okay? They did things I do not want to talk about. All right? But that day of vengeance is going to come upon you. All right? That's why prepare slaughter for their children. Matter of fact, let's get that, man. Let's get that. Let's go to the book of Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 21.
There's a book of Isaiah chapter 14 verse 21. Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers.
You see that? Why? Because you are your fathers, man. You are your fathers, man. That's dealing with reincarnation. You got to pay for what you've done, man. Right? Those little kids right there were probably a wounded knee massacre, man, in the 1800s. Okay? And their children before that. And their children before that. Okay? Or their fathers before that, Salakia. Okay? You got to pay for what you've done. All right? And you're going to pay for it. That's why the Lord said, prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers. Go ahead.
That they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities.
You see that? Why? Because the Lord said what? In Malachi chapter 1 and 4. They shall build, but I will throw down. All right? Go ahead.
For I will rise up against them, saith the Lord of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name, and remnant, and son, and nephew, saith the Lord.
You see that? So he's going to cut off your lineage. Okay? That's the seed line, the men. All right? He's going to cut off your lineage. When you go to Obadiah chapter 1 and 10, all right, he shall be cut off forever. Right? Obadiah chapter 1 and verse 18. Okay? The narrative is not going to change, man. You're going to get cut off forever. All right? The Lord is going to cut you off, man. Right? Obadiah 1 and 10, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. Right? Okay? So prepare slaughter for their children, man. All right? And rightfully so. Okay? Rightfully so. Okay? Let's go to the book of Job, chapter 27. Go to verse 14.
There's a book of Job, chapter 27 and verse 14.
Start at 13.
Alright. This is the portion of a wicked man with Yahweh, and the heritage of oppressors, which they shall receive of the Almighty.
You see that? This is the portion of a wicked man, right? Esau with Yahweh and the heritage of oppressors. All right? Heritage, man. Going into inheritance. Okay? Which they shall receive of the Almighty. What is that?
If his children be multiplied, it is for the sword, and his offspring shall not be satisfied with bread.
You see that? That's why the Lord is preparing that great sacrifice here in Basra. Okay? You see what they were doing to Judah, man? Okay? You see what they did to Gad? See what they did in all the islands against all the so-called Hispanics? Okay? 12 tribes have been afflicted, have been persecuted. Right? They wanted genocide. They wanted to do away with us. Okay, thinking that that's the way they can get that birthright back, right? Because they wanted a McDonald's meal after he came in hunting, right? His greedy ass. That's Esau for you, man. Okay, that's Esau for you. Okay. Always have. He's in it for himself, man. All right. But that's why the Lord, right, has another type of inheritance for him, man, which is going to be slaughter. All right. That great payback for everything they've done, right? To us, to the earth, to the animals, to the water, to the air, all right? Just a vile man, okay? A disease, a straight disease, man. He is the cancer of the earth, right? And that's why the Lord's coming back to do away with him. Matter of fact, let's get that. Let's go to the book of Ecclesiasticus, also known as the book of Sirach, chapter 10 and verse 10.
There's a book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 10 and verse 10. The physician cutteth off a long disease, and he that is today a king, tomorrow shall die.
You see that? The physician, which is Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Yahweh is going to send Yahweh Shai to cut off this long disease, right? To do away with him, right? And he that is today a king, right? Because he's in rulership right now, tomorrow shall die. See, that disease got to be cut off. All right? He's a cancer. All right? Right now, the earth is suffering stage 4 cancer, right? Because of this damn devil. All right? And the only cure is for Yahweh Shai to come back, right? And cut him off forever. All right? Because if you only cut some, that disease grows back. It comes back, and he comes back with vengeance. He comes back stronger. All right? You ever seen a cancer patient get some radiation? All right? 5 years later, it comes back, man, and it comes back worse. Okay? That's why the Lord's going to cut him off forever. Son, remnant, nephew, everybody, the whole lineage, gone. Okay? Gone. Right? So, let's close it out with the book of Nahum, right? Let's go to the book of Nahum, chapter 1 and verse 9.
There's the book of Nahum, chapter 1 and verse 9. What do ye imagine against the Lord? He will make an utter, and affliction shall not rise up the second time.
See that? He's going to make an utter end. An utter end of who? Of Esau, Edom, and their rulership. Right? He's going to make an end of all this madness. Right? And affliction shall not rise up a second time. Because the kingdom is going to be established forever under the righteous rulership of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai and that 144,000 government, man, right? And the elect, and then the rest of the children of Israel are going to come back through the loins of the elect, okay, and rule in righteousness, okay? This is it for us, all right? So, as it said in Lamentations chapter 4 and verse 21, rejoice, right? You white people, rejoice. Rejoice, man, okay? You got, hey, the party's almost done. We're in the last call. You got 15 minutes left, right? Get all the drinks you can and enjoy the last 15 minutes of rulership, all right? Because there's going to be time to prepare slaughter for their children, okay? Lord willing, this was edifying. And with that, we going to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rekakwadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone for teaching us this truth. And I want to say shalom to the brothers and sisters that are in this truth. Shalom.
Shalom.
Abba Baba.
Abba.
Kwam Yasharala.
Kum Yasharala.
Shalom.
Shalom.